Thanks for joining us once again from Lahti in Finland. We are here for the IBSA 2021 Goalball European Championships Group B. Up next, we have a contest between Spain and France. Just the one pool in the women's half of the competition. And so far today, we have had Finland opened the competition with a 7-0 victory over Hungary. That was followed by a Danish demolition of Poland, 12-2, bringing that game to an early close, albeit there was only around about 25 seconds left on the clock when Anja Christensen finally put the matter to bed. And now we have two sides eager to return to the international stage. It's been a long wait since the championships in 2018, which were in Poland. And we'll just run through the pre-match formalities. Both teams set to run through their lineups.
Ask for the teams, 6-meter lines for the team presentation. In this match, we will have the teams their first match in this tournament at 2021 IBSA Goalball European Championship Group B here in Lahti. Spain and France, and we start the lineup of the French team. Player number 1, Audrey Belkin. Player number 2, Chandler Morin. Player number 4, Coralie Gonzalez. Player number 7, Kundalin Matos. And player number 8, Luis Condebia. Head coach, Anthony Guard. Assistant coach, Charlotte Vidalot. Staff member, Gaetan Hugo. Teams played in following lineup. Player number 1, Maria del Marmarino. Number 2, Sara Alvarez. Number 3, Esther Avila. Number 7, Maide Santetepa. Number 8, Sonia Lopez. And number 9, Eva Nunes. Head coach, Francisco Paco Monreal. Assistant coach, Isabel Rico. And staff member, Alejandro Perez. And referees in this match, Andrea Gumer from Slovenia. Good luck to the match.
Those team presentations complete. We have just under 5 minutes to go until the start of this fixture. Spain, they are wearing the black and gold shirts with the gold on the front and black on the back, white numbering. France, they are wearing the blue shirts with white lettering and numbering and a bit of red trim around the shoulders and the cuffs of the sleeves. Now, in their last outing in international competition, that was back at the IBSA Goalball 2018 European Championships Group B. They were held in Poland in Wrocław. It wasn't a stellar event for either side. In the final table, Spain finishing 6th, France in 7th. The major difference between the sides was Spain's resilience in defence. They scored 28 goals and conceded just 33 in that tournament, whereas France scored 22 but conceded 51. What will no doubt give Spain a lift is at that tournament, Maide Santesteban was in amongst the goals. She finished joint 8th top scorer at that tournament with 11 goals. Hoping to replicate that form here in Latvian Finland. Spain, as of the last world rankings, which were collated in June 2020, currently sit 28th in the world. France down in 40th. Does have to be noted, however, we have had a considerable break away from international action. But a great opportunity here in Finland to improve their standing in the world rankings. And who knows, potentially if these sides can cause an upset, maybe even push their way into Pool A, find a route to the World Championships in Guangzhou, China next year, and the possibility of the Paris Games in 2024. Now the team's starting lineups have made their way onto the court. France, Coralie Gonzalez, the number 4, and Louise Rondepierre, the tall number 8, both visible. Lining up from right to left, the number 8, Sonia Lopez, number 3, Esther Avila, going through those final checks with the match officials, ensure that the patching has been placed correctly over their eyes, and then that the goggles don't allow any kind of advantage to anyone on the court, with them being placed effectively. The players not permitted to touch those eye masks in open play. They need to be adjusted, they need to get the attention of an official. Touching the goggles will result in a penalty. Gwendolyn Matos wearing the number 7. It's the final member of the French starting 3. It's Matos wide right, Gonzalez in the centre, and Rondepierre wide left. As things stand in the women's pool, Denmark are top. They've got 3 points to their name and a goal difference of +10. Finland second with a goal difference of +7. Maider Santesteban, the final member of the Spanish starting lineup in the wide left role. Esther Avila in the centre, and Sonia Lopez wide right.
Spain will start with the ball. Wide, please, center.
Spain will start the action here. Santesteban with the ball in her right hand from wide left position. Big wind up, and first effort of the game drifts harmlessly wide. Matos returns, and good dive from Esther Avila. Esteban returns straight down the middle. Gonzalez picks it up, walks it back to the goal line and hands it over to Rondepierre. Winds up, big power with the right hand. It's off the body of Avila. Recovers well. Lopez, diagonal effort Comfortable save from Matos. Returns. Then goes down the middle, and the save was from Avila, and it drifts wide of the post, but that ricochet was threatening. Santesteban. Straight underarm effort. Down the throat of Matos. Matos makes the block. And then looks to cut a gap, and again generates plenty of power. Esteban straight back at Matos. And Matos is threatening here. She'll hand it over to Rhonda Pierre. He's going to try at the same corner. And it's saved off the fingertips of Avila and into the back of the net. Rhonda Pierre with the first goal of the game for France. And that has looked like it was coming, to be honest. There's been 3 occasions where Avila in the centre has dived wide to her left and got her body to the ball. But Santesteban has been diving inwards to her right behind her, and it's opened up that corner of the goal. Santesteban makes the block. Steps in, 3 metres, Santesteban throws directly ahead of her. Matos for France, well wide, never troubling Sonia Lopez there. Lopez hands it off to Avila. Avila steps forward, releases it from just shy of 6 metres, and ball drifts wide of France's right-hand post. Matos steps up, collects the ball, and 360 bouncing effort. And again, Avila with that wide dive, gets the body behind it this time. And Santesteban, perhaps having learned the lesson, maintaining her position wide left behind her. Need to cut the gap. Rhonda Pierre between Lopez and Avila, can't do so. Collected at 5 metres by Avila and returned to Lopez, and Lopez's effort is out the side of the neutral zone. Sweeping leg save, low to the right from Avila. Very mobile in defence. Steps Sonia Lopez. Lopez right-handed. It's awkward and it's squirming through and into the back of the net. Not much power, but cut the right line between Gonzalez and Matos. France have us back underway. 1-1 here. Matos, right-handed. And again, Avila at full stretch low to her left makes the save. Santesteban down the middle. Comfortable block for Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to her own goal line. Aligns herself with the crossbar and then whips one down the centre. Avila comfortable. Santesteban comes forward and not the smoothest of actions there, and it pulled the ball outside of the court. Rhonda Pierre fires one left of centre. Avila makes the block. Now it's Lopez. Lopez comes forward, releases from 5 metres. It's bouncing, it's heading towards the far corner, and it's just outside the post. Maybe a fingertip from Matos. First time out of the game called. Early signs promising in this game for it to be a real contest. France look like they have the power, Spain the precision. Let's not get ahead of ourselves though. Plenty of time left in this one. for both sides to show their diverse skill sets. Ball is with Matos, and she stood directly behind Coralie Gonzalez, who's tapping the floor. Bit of distraction. Shoots from wide left, the ball cuts in centre, blocked by the legs of Avila and released to Lopez. Lopez back to her goal line, steps forward, right-handed, and bouncing down the centre. Gonzalez meets it with ease. Matos down the middle as well. Avila low, diving with her feet out to the right, makes a save with her torso to the left. Tipped around the post from Matos. It was Santesteban with the effort. Matos rushes to get play back underway and nearly finds the gap between Avila and Santesteban. Can't do so. The number 3's hands strong and behind the ball. Santesteban comes forward, goes for the far corner, but ball drifts wide. Yeah. Little off balance as she released that one. Didn't trouble Avila in the centre. Lopez now. Down the middle again from Ronda Pierre. Collected in the neutral zone. Ball over, prevented by Esther Avila. Given back now. Lopez, whose effort from wide right is saved in the left of the French defence by Ronda Pierre. Gonzalez down the middle now, and the power, it takes it away from Avila initially, but Santesteban is in position to deal with that one. Saved by the feet of Gonzalez and collects it at 6 metres. Back to Matos. Matos beats the shot clock, going for the far corner and finding it. In the lead, 2-1. Gwendolyn Matos, her first of the game. Having opened the scoring, France have extended their lead. Ronda Pierre splits the defence wide open. The second of the game. And the awareness of the French there, so apparent, listening so eagerly to the rattle of the bells in that ball. They all shifted to their left and dealt with that Spanish attack. Ronda Pierre, though, will have to defend a penalty shot now. And that's a good effort, and it's into the back of the net from Esther Avila. She was going initially with that wind-up. Drifted way left, realigned at the last second and sent the ball down the centre. It certainly did the job. Difference back to just 1 goal now. Spain 2, France 3. Sonia Lopez, effort blocked by Ronda Pierre. French number 8 returns down the middle. Esther Avila makes the save. Hands outstretched low to her left. Right there, Santesteban off the feet of Gonzalez in a central role. And the ball trickling, and it's kept in by Gonzalez. And whips it down the centre of the court. Started to drift out to Avila's left, but well positioned 3 metres in front of the goal to deal with it. Sonia Lopez from wide right, fires straight ahead of her. Comfortable block for France. Up steps Matos, looking for her second of the game. It's saved by the feet of Avila. And the number 3 will come forward, right-handed, releases at 5 metres, goes straight down the middle. It's off the legs of Gonzalez and collected at 6 metres. Back to a goal line to give it to Matos, and Matos looking for the gap. It's off. It ricochets wide of Avila's outstretched hands, but off the side of the court. Now Sonia Lopez to throw. This time from wide left, steps in, and the ball cuts diagonally to the central channel of the French net. Gonzalez with the save.
Team France makes a substitution. Out comes player number 8, Luis Lopierre, and in comes player number 1, Audrey Belgier.
With less than 5 minutes remaining in the opening half of this game, France withdraw Louise Rondapierre. 2 goals to her name in the opening period will be replaced by Audrey Belchier. The number 1 slots straight in to the vacated position with Rondapierre wide left. Matos switch the angle of attack. It's off the legs. The ball did find the back of the net, but ball against Audrey Belchier. Spain with a golden opportunity to draw level. Who's going to take it? It will be Sonia Lopez, and she's going wide right, and it's wide of the net. Belchier was decent, but Lopez couldn't find the target. Right-handed. Belchier goes diagonally. Plenty of power, not enough accuracy. Wide of the left-hand upright of Spain's goal. Maider Santesteban switches from wide left to wide right, and France defence go with it. They so in tune with the position of the opposition there. All 3 players moving in unison. Okay, powerful down the middle and off the midriff of Avila, who's quick to her feet and collects the ball. Is going to go herself right-handed, 360-degree spin to her left. It's a bouncing effort down the middle, and it's saved by Coralie Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Matos. Matos down the near side and under the body of Maider Santesteban, and France have a ball. Making a substitution. Maider Santesteban.
Team Spain makes a substitution. Out comes player number 7, Maider Santesteban, replaced by player number 9, Ivan Nunes.
Ivan Nunes incoming. Perhaps a wise choice for Spain. That corner of the goal has been their soft spot in this opening period. Coralie Gonzalez with the save, hands it off to Belchier. Belchier from centre fires wide left, and Eva Nunez makes her first block of the day. Steps forward with a left-handed effort, looks for the gap and the toes of Gwendolyn Matos to the rescue for France. Matos straight down the centre for Avila. Avila with the save, steps back to the goal line and comes forward now to launch the counter, and again the save is made by the outstretched feet of Matos. Can't get around Esther Avila there. The ball was blocked out, so it's back with Spain. Nunez's effort was pulled out, but See the power she generated there. Ricocheted up off one French body and then eventually clutched by Matos. Whipped down by Belkir. It's going to bobble across the face of goal and wide. 3 minutes remain in this opening period. 2 goals the difference. Spain trailing France. Both sides opening game of the IBSA Goalball European Championships Group B 2021 here in Lahti, Finland. Audrey Belkir with another throw wide left of Spain's net. Nunez, left-handed, lashes it to the far corner on the diagonal. It's blocked by the legs of Belkir, retrieved by Gonzalez, and then Belkir takes the shot off the legs of Avila. Still can't help but feel it's a risky game that Avila plays. She's very dynamic in defence, but with the power that Ronda Pierre and now Belkir can generate, it's to anyone's guess as to where the ball may end up. Timeout called. 2 minutes 10 seconds remaining in this opening half. Spain with a bit of work to do, but by no means out of this game. They've posed problems themselves. They need to ask a few more questions. The ball is wide right. Sonia Lopez, and she's drifting to centre, then back out wide right. Bounces one directly ahead of her. It's up off the body of Belkir, but she recovers. Lifts her chest to get behind it. And it's spilling over the top of her, but it's into the back of the net. After spilling over the top of Esther Avila. Her first of the tournament. Down the middle and again bobbles up off the body of Avila. Sonia Lopez effort saved centrally. 90 seconds remain in the opening period and the ball has squirmed. But ball is made against France. It's Spain's ball. Eva Nunez as her attempt saved by Audrey Belkir. Belkir up to her feet quickly and lashes one for the far corner. Nunez right behind it, up quickly and returns. Belkir now for France, the number one, down the centre, saved by Avila, good save. Less than a minute to play in this opening period. And Lopez just can't get the ball beyond the outstretched palms of Belkir. Upstretched Gwendolyn Matos, diagonal effort, it's over the legs of Avila, but the ricochet takes the ball forwards and away from the goal. Ball out on the right-hand side of the court. Up steps Sonia Lopez. Lopez, right-handed, it's bouncing. It's off the toes of Gonzalez, and Belkir's behind her to mop up any remaining danger. The number one comes forward now. Again. Powerful right-arm throw. Save is made. Nunez releases from 4 meters, left-handed off the left-hand side of the court. bouncing effort down the middle. Avila gets her legs behind it. They'll have time for one more effort in this half. Avila off the legs of Gonzalez, and that will be that. Or they'll just try and run the clock down. Yeah, there's no time. Audrey Belkier to get us back underway. So at the interval, it is Spain 2, France 5. Louise Ronde-Pierre opened the scoring for Sonia Lopez, drew Spain level. Gwendolyn Matos then restored the lead before Ronde-Pierre made it 3. Esther Avila reduced the deficit to 3-2. And then efforts from Gwendolyn Matos and Audrey Belkier have placed France in control at the break. It would be hard pushed to argue that they weren't value for that lead. The early weakness that they exposed in this one was that while incredibly mobile at the spearhead of the Spanish defense, Esther Avila's dynamism, coupled with Maida Santesteban moving in the opposite direction behind her, was opening up far corner of the goal, and they've exploited that on a couple of occasions. French power coming to the fore. This is the third game of the day in Hall D at the IBSA Goalball European Championships 2021 Group B. We have 3 more games to come today from the women's half of competition. The next one starts at 4 o'clock local time. Poland take on the host Finland. And at 5:30, Hungary will take on Spain. And at 7 o'clock, France will play Denmark. Plenty of other action, though, going on in the men's half of competition. You can watch on Facebook or on YouTube. And the checks completed here. We're ready to get back underway. No changes for either side at the interval. Spain confident they can find a route back into this one. France content that they can potentially extend their lead.
France is on my left, Spain is on my right. The half-time score is 5 France and 2 Spain. France will start with the ball. Wide, please. Center.
It's France that will get us underway. Gwendolyn Matos on a hat-trick. Won't find it on that occasion, but again, first effort of the second half demonstrates the story of the first. Powerful efforts met by Esther Avila in the centre of the Spanish net, but not removing the danger entirely. Audrey Belkier's effort saved by Avila. Now it's with Sonia Lopez. Lopez wide right for Spain. Steps forward, holding the ball high above her head, and then right-handed fizzing effort is saved centrally by Coralie Gonzalez. Matos down the middle. That is a comfortable save. from Esther Avila. And Nunez lashes it. Can't get past the outstretched legs of Matos. Her feet would out to her left. She sends the ball off the far side of the court. Wasn't a million miles away. In that bottom right corner of Spain's net. Lopez comes forward. Diagonal effort. It's bouncing. It's off the hands of Coralie Gonzalez, but she gathers at the second attempt. Walks it back to the goal line and gives it to Audrey Belkier. Belkier, right-handed. Whips it down the middle. Ball cutting in from left to right. Spain come forward now, going for the far corner, but off target from Lopez. And Matos. Beyond the feet of Avila, but Lopez was behind her to make the block.
Substitution for Team Spain. Out player number 8, Sonia Lopez. And he's replaced by player number 2, Sara Alvarez.
With a change for Spain. Sonia Lopez, who got their opener, replaced by number 2, Sara Alvarez. Nunez's effort is well saved initially by Gonzalez, and Belkier was called into action behind her as it drifted towards the far corner of the net. Still Spain 2, France 5. Look down the centre, Avila with the block. Their effort is off the knees of Matos. Matos steps back to the goal line before coming forward and releasing it 4 metres. Goes straight down the middle. And Avila will eat those ones up all day. Good power from Sara Alvarez. Can't force a way through to the back of the net. A good show of intent. Up off the body of Avila. As she spins 360, sends it down the middle. It's awkward and it's bobbling, but it's dealt with by Coralie Gonzalez. Back to Belkier. Belkier. Right-handed. Again, good power and off the legs of Avila into the back of the net. They make it. Another failed defensive effort. Another good attempt from Esther Avila to get across to the effort. Audrey Belkier with too much power. Her second of the game extends France's lead to 4 goals. Spain 2, France 6. The timeout called with a little over 9 minutes left to play. It's not an insurmountable challenge, but things have to start changing soon if Spain are going to swing this one back in their favour. They haven't led once in this game. Even Nunez's effort is saved comfortably by Matos. Matos will leave the ball now for Belkier to collect at 1.5 metres. She jogs across the face of her own goal and repositions wide left for France, and then lashes it towards this near corner. It's off the legs and wide of the goal. Important touch from Sara Alvarez. Whips it back at Belkier, but the save is actually made by the feet of Gonzalez, who's swooping in outstretched with the feet to her left. Returned by Belkier, collected by Alvarez. Alvarez comes forward, and it's off the midriff of Gonzalez. Returned by Matos. Avila makes the block and rolls the ball to her left for Nunez. Nunez whips it goalward off the feet of Gonzalez and out on the right-hand side of the court as we can view it. Okay, down the middle. Good save from Avila. The ball is beyond the outreached hands of Avila, but behind her is Nunez to deal with it. Don't underestimate the strength it takes to absorb some of these efforts. 1¼ kilos of ball being absolutely lashed down the court. Avila, 360 spin, right-handed effort. It's not over the knees, in fact. It looked like it was going to bobble over, but Gonzalez deals with it, collects the ball and returns it to Belkir. Belkir goes down the centre, smothered between the ribs and left arm of Avila. Effort from Alvarez. Alvarez can't find a route to the net. Gonzalez will return for France down this near side, saved by Nunez. Avila will make way now for Spain. Going to be replaced by number 1, Maria del Mar Marino. Can only be an attacking change at this stage. And what Del Mar Marino bring to this Spain offense? The number 1 drifts into a central position. It's even Nunez who will get play back underway. Plenty of power. The accuracy was there, but France equal to it. And again, France shimmying. Audrey Belkir well positioned to deal with the follow-up from Sara Alvarez, who shifted from right to left and then back to the right before releasing that effort. Ball is now with Eva Nunez. Nunez left-handed down the centre off the body of Gonzalez and collected at 4 metres. Jogs it back to the goal line and gives it to Matos. Matos goes straight ahead of her with the throw. It's through and beyond, but blocked by Nunez after initially escaping the grasp of Maria del Mar Marino. Alvarez now from wide right sends the ball to the centre. It's saved. With Belkir whipped venomously down the centre of the court and saved smartly by Del Mar Marino. And Nunez is it on the diagonal. Still can't find a route to goal. Just over 6 minutes remain. Spain trail by 4. That's Gwendolyn Matos from wide right. The ball is diagonally cut down to the central channel of the Spain net. Saved by Marino. Nunez comes forward now, looking for the far corner and tipped out of the court by Matos. Good block out. Important block out. Gwendolyn Matos now gets us back underway. It's up, it's over the body, but it's gone forward off the knees of Alvarez and is recollected. Alvarez has an effort denied by Audrey Belkir. Belkir comes forward, releases the ball, and again, power takes it away ricocheting away from Marino, but then saved by Alvarez. Matos with the ball for France. Timeout called. With a little over 5 minutes to play in this second half. France in a comfortable position. By no means out of reach just yet. Gwendolyn Matos has position in the centre of the net. Ball in her right hand, preparing. The two teammates have drifted wide left to open up the court to her. And Matos fires down the middle. It's bouncing and it's awkward, but it's saved by Marino. Alvarez switches from right to left and back to the right again. This time France do not move position, and it's a good call from that defensive unit. Communicating very well in defense of the French. Another effort stopped by Alvarez. Alvarez wide right-handed effort. Puts it towards the center, it's bobbling. And Gonzalez gets her body behind it. Gives it to Belkier. Belkier, effort straight down the middle. Ball collected in the neutral zone by Marino, given back to Nunez. Nunez left-handed, looking for the gap between Gonzalez and Matos. Can't find it. It's returned quickly and the ball is up off the body of Marino, and he then collects it. A little bit of panic, a little bit nervy, but did the job. Save made by the feet of Marino. With 4 minutes to play. Time ticks on. This game is moving further and further away from Spain. They need to rally, and they need to rally soon. Eva Nunez with the ball, left-handed. Lashes it on the diagonal, off the quads of Audrey Belkier. Takes the ball back from Gonzalez and releases the ball down the centre. It's over the body, initially ricocheting off Marino, but behind her is Alvarez to make the save, and timeout called by France. A French defensive unit suddenly became very much centralised. The goal opened up to Spain, but they couldn't expose the openings at the extremities of the net. 3 minutes 26 remain on the clock. Spain 2, France 6. Gwendolyn Matos with the ball for France, wide right. Is back underway. Diagonal effort, cuts into the centre. It's saved by Marino. Marino hands it off to Alvarez. Alvarez comes forward. And her effort saved centrally by Coralie Gonzalez, who drops the ball back to Belkier. And whips the ball straight ahead of her, but it drifts away outside the right-hand Spanish post. Eva Nunez is going to go left-handed from a wide right position this time. Still no way through. 3 minutes to play. Belkier. Effort saved in the centre of the Spanish net. 3 meters in front of the goal by Marino. Then Alvarez releases an effort right-handed. It's comfortable for Belkier. Belkier steps forward. Goes with power, looking for the far corner. Good save off the legs from Eva Nunez. And switch the angle of attack. Alvarez from right to left releases it straight ahead of her. Save is made by Matos. Matos up quickly. Now goes right-handed. Takes aim at the far corner that was initially vacated by Alvarez, but the number 2 was back in position as the ball drifted harmlessly wide of the post. Nunez comes forward, left-handed, and wide left of the goal. In, it's bouncing, it's awkward, it's in the back of the goal. And that is surely that for France. 7 goals to 2, they lead. 2 minutes left on the clock. Okay, down the centre. Save is made up quickly. Marino. It's straight down the throat of Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 2 hands on the ball, gives it to Matos. Matos down the middle, off the legs and into the arms of Marino. Quickly up to her feet, gives it to a teammate. It's off the back of the post. Off the base of the post and then the back of Audrey Belkir's legs, but the sting taken out of the ball. He recovers. Marino back at Belkir. Ball out with France's possession. 1 minute 27 left on the clock. Okay, on the diagonal, off the hands of one Spanish defender and then gathered by Nunez wide left. Timeout called. And we mentioned ahead of this fixture how Spain had conceded far less than France at the 2018 championships. Today, it's France whose goal difference is moving in the right direction. Strong effort from Nunez. Collected at 6 meters by Gonzalez. Walked back to the goal line and given to Belkir. Belkir lashes one. It's off the legs of Marino and out on the far side of the court. In fact, it's ball over. And France have it once more. Belkir. Plenty of power. Cuts a route through the Spanish defence into the back of the goal. France have an 8. Less than 60 seconds on the clock. Gwendolyn Matos gives it to Belkir, and Belkir throws it out the side of the court. And with that intent to ball over to Spain. Ball in the left hand of Nunez. Hasn't found the net today. Spain's goals coming in the opening period from Sonia Lopez and Esther Avila. Gwendolyn Matos to the far corner, it's off the feet and wide. For the finest of margins. Intervention from Sara Alvarez there. And her effort down the middle is blocked comfortably by Coralie Gonzalez. And another timeout called with 12 seconds left on the clock. Depending how France play this, Spain may not get another opportunity to throw at goal. There's a 10-second shot clock. There's 12 seconds left to play. France could run this down. Here. Finds the net again. Goal for France. Spain do have one more attempt. It's from Eva Nunez and it's saved by Gwendolyn Matos low to her right. France do run the clock down right at the end of the game. They're the victors by 7 goals in this one.
France by 9 goals to 2. Now we will have a sort of lunch break and we will continue this tournament at 4 p.m. We will have a match where we will meet Poland and Finland.
Thanks for joining us this morning for the opening 3 games of the IBSA Goalball European Championships 2021. Group B, this is the women's side of the competition in Hall B. The next game on this court will take place at 4 o'clock local time. That one is between Poland and Finland. There is action over in Hall A. On the men's courts, Israel and Greece currently in action. And that'll be followed by another game, Great Britain and Sweden at 10-3. Do join us again for more action here from Lahti in Finland.